Yay Media Group.
I'll wait till I come home. I do not go to public. Only time was on Amazing Race when I was so sick to my stomach and I had to. And I was like, whatever. We're in another country. They don't speak my language. Nobody knows me from the States. And I did my business.
Oh my God. We're talking about poop.
Hey guys, episode 208.
Wow.
I'm tie tonight. And I feel like I have a hangnail. I was up in my toenail last night.
Gross.
Yes, I was trying to get it. I'm pretty sure it's how do you get those?
I don't know.
I don't know how they start.
How long have you been waiting to tell this story? Were you thinking about this all day? I got a good one for the podcast. I'm going to start with the hangnail.
Oh, no. It's just bothering me now. I took my shoes off because my big toe's hurting.
Let me see it.
Do you really want to?
Yeah.
Don't make fun of my crusters.
All right, let me see.
It was bleeding last night. See it?
Where?
Right there. See it? It was bleeding.
Oh, did you pull it out?
I had a manicure kit that I had bought and I was just in there digging last night and I thought I got it.
Did you put any alcohol on there?
No, I just wiped it down. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that should take care of the bacteria. Just wipe it with a dirty sock.
And it's just it's super sore today. And I got on the treadmill and I did the stairs and yeah, that didn't help make it feel better.
You just got to power through.
I know.
Until it gets infected. You got to clean it.
I will. What do you want from me? I was cleaning.
Why are you so
it
against
last night.
You're I don't feel good. And I'm take a Tylenol. And you're no. I got an infection on my toe. Put some alcohol on it or peroxide. No. Well, I don't understand. What is this reluctance of medicine?
No, I just don't really like taking medicine anymore.
But if you don't feel good, take an aspirin.
I did the other day. I took 1 ibuprofen instead of 2.
But that bothers me.
I know it does, but I don't know.
But then don't tell me you don't feel good.
I used to just take, not be scared of medicine, but now I just don't really like taking it.
Even an aspirin?
Yeah, I just don't really like taking it. I try to just ride it out. Or if I have a headache, I just try to drink more water or, I don't know, try some remedy that I Google. Or take a hot bath.
Or complain, or just complain about, a bath and complaints.
Yeah.
That's good.
And
that solves everything.
I don't know. I just don't think it's good. I'm trying to be clean.
Anyways, what else is going on? How was your day?
Okay, so I have been saying, Leighton's singing or something. I don't know if you guys can hear him.
No.
It's distracting me. So I have been cleaning out closets and Leighton in his closet up at the very top, it was his crib bed sheets, Lawson's crib bed sheets, everything was neatly folded and it's just stuff you forget about that's up there and I just never put it away. And 2 is kind of sad because I'm he's 7 now.
I know. I don't like throwing those things away.
I didn't throw it away. I put it all in boxes and put it down here in the basement.
Yeah.
But there's a little pillow. It's this big. And I remember the first time I put that in the crib when Leighton was old enough to have a little pillow. And I remember I was all nervous about having a pillow in there. And yeah, and it just reminds me of him being little.
I know. Do you know what? I don't know why this just popped in my head that it reminds me of. Remember Christmas Vacation?
Yes.
The dumbest part of the movie, when I was growing up, watching it, not growing up, but you know what I mean, younger, is when he goes and gets locked in the attic and he goes through all the old stuff and watches. I'm all right, this is dumb. Way before I had a family, you know? And now life happens and people move on and then you have kids that grow up. Now it's my favorite part of the movie. You know what I mean? It's you look at those old things, it makes me want to cry right now,
well,
you know?
I'm saving it because if we one day have grandkids, I can pull out, hey, I got these clothes. Or I have the baby changing station area. There's other things that I have. I still have the high chair that we used. It's all tucked away, but I'm we're going to have to pull that stuff out.
What are we going to use it? But it's I like it.
It reminds you of a time. It reminds you.
I appreciate it now. I shouldn't say it's my favorite part of the movie, but I appreciate what they're trying to show, there, but I never appreciated it before.
Certain clothes I look at and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember when Lawson had the biggest fit that day. Or I remember when I gave him spaghetti and he ruined this shirt because he was using his hands. It's little things like that. They had their little rainbow flip-flops. They're this big. And I put those away in there, and like all their little shoes, Lawson's first snow boots I put in there, his first birthday, little overalls and things like that.
Oh, so, see, I could remember.
You clearly remember it, but it was up in the closet. So today I cleared all that out because I have to make room for Leighton because his clothes are getting bigger now. And so I just cleaned all of that out, and then Lawson's room. And then what else? I discovered Target pickup. It's my new favorite thing because I've had to get extra. You discovered
it, or your friend that you follow and do everything that she does discovered it?
Well, she discovered it, and then she told me how to download it and then use Target Pickup, and it's amazing. Like today was snowing, and it was cold, and I needed another bin. I didn't want to go in Target because I was just sweaty and gross, and it was cold, and I didn't want to get out of my car. And then you just pull right up. You let them know you're on your way. You type in your space number, and they bring it out to your car. It's amazing.
I don't know. I'm not really for it.
Like I got.
What is your goal in life? To see how much you could not get off the couch? Just sit there all day?
What are you talking about? I haven't. This is the first time.
That's what's the problem with humanity.
This is the first time I've sat down today is to sit down and do this podcast. No, I don't mean that.
But I'm saying like in general, people like less and less and less and less. Like, no. We would like, they sell bag salad now. People are too lazy to cut up a head of lettuce.
I buy the bags of salad.
I know you do. But you don't even go in and get the salad now. You got to have someone bring it out to you.
No, I go sometimes and get the groceries because I do like getting my stuff. But then sometimes I don't want. It just depends on what the day is and like what's going on. So that one day that I went and got the bins, I had the boys with me and I didn't want to go in Target because they bother me when I'm in Target.
Do you tip the guy who brings out the stuff to you?
Sometimes, but I heard you didn't have to.
I know, but I mean, you don't have to tip ever, but I'd feel obligated if I did something like that.
No, because I've asked a couple friends and they're like, no, I don't tip. If I have cash on me, yes, I give them a tip.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I was just saying that's what would bother me. Like if I'm like, oh my God, I got to get these groceries and now I have to go get cash because I got to tip this guy coming out there. When I have small
things like a short order, like it's 2 items, no. But if I ordered like a whole bunch of stuff and it's freezing outside and they work hard just coming out to I would tip them, yes.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like going in the store. I like walking around and getting what I need and like, oh, you know what? I could also put this in there with that. I like that.
But see, cooking I try to make it my thing. It's not really my thing. So for me, I don't enjoy walking around the store. It's just like, okay, let's get the list checked off. What are we having for dinner tonight? My biggest problem every day is, so what's everybody eating for dinner tonight? Because as soon as the kids get home, they're starving. Yesterday, I did a really good job.
Yeah, you're getting better. You're getting better.
But you know what I did? I didn't tell you.
What?
So my friend told me, she goes, your kids love teriyaki chicken. I make it at my house. And because our kids always eat at our neighbors' houses too. So I bought this teriyaki chicken, but I didn't see that it said spicy.
Oh, yeah.
So I put it on my hand to test it. I about choked. I got one of those hot peppers that they put in it.
Yeah.
What are they called? The red pepper flakes?
Yeah.
Well, there was maybe it wasn't just one. I think I got like more than one. And I was like, bleh, bleh.
It was that hot?
It was so hot. And it got in my throat. I had my head in the sink and I was like, had the sink on and I was like dripping water down my throat because I was about to die.
Wow.
Yes. Because I wasn't paying attention. I just put it on my finger.
What was it called?
I have it in.
It's teriyaki?
Yeah.
But it's got to be spicy.
Oh, yeah.
Because teriyaki's not spicy.
But all those flakes came up to the top because it was a brand new bottle. So I got all the flakes like in my mouth and I was like dying.
There's no flakes in teriyaki sauce. Yes. You must have got something different. No, for real. Teriyaki sauce doesn't have those red pepper flakes in it.
The teriyaki sauce that I got has red pepper. It has red pepper.
Are you sure you didn't get chili, like chili oil? instead of teriyaki. See, you probably got chili oil.
I kept reading the directions. I was like, wait, I need to make sure this is teriyaki.
Did it say teriyaki?
It said teriyaki.
At the break, I'm gonna go find out.
It said good for marinating and dipping. That's what it said.
Well, you're not supposed to eat marinade.
Well, I just drizzled it on while I was cooking the chicken.
All right, let's take a break. I'm going to go get to the bottom of this. I'm going to go get it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, go get it. It's in the back. I'll be right back.
All right, let's take a break. Where is it?
I have it in the very back because I hid it from...
the fridge?
Yeah, from the kids because I was like, this is like super hot.
Okay, I need more water anyway. So let's take a quick break and we'll get to the bottom of this when we come back.
It's a new year. We all have new goals. I know a lot of people love to start new businesses. Now is the time to do it. I know sometimes people can be scared. It's intimidating, but you just have to start.
Yeah, I've talked about this on the podcast. I have dreams. I have goals. I have businesses that I've wanted to start for decades now. And it's never been easier than with Shopify. There's no excuses anymore on why you should not get started because Shopify makes it so easy for you to start your own business right at home.
Everybody that I feel like every time I check out, everybody uses Shopify.
Yeah.
Shopify gives you everything you need to sell online and in person. Millions of entrepreneurs have already made this leap from household names to first-time business owners just getting started.
Shopify gives you all the tools you need to start your own business. They even have their own templates, so you don't even have to create your own website. Shopify does the work for you.
Marketing is built into create an email and social campaigns that reach customers wherever they scroll. As you grow, Shopify grows with you. Handle more orders, expand to new markets, and do it all from the same dashboard.
In 2026, stop waiting and start selling with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/togetherness. Go to shopify.com/togetherness. That's shopify.com/togetherness. So here you're first this year with Shopify by your side.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back. So I got
the
teriyaki
pepper
sauce. Yeah, this isn't straight teriyaki sauce.
What is it?
It says spicy ginger teriyaki sauce, good for cooking and dipping. It's not. Where'd you read marinade?
In the back on the instructions.
Oh, I guess you could marinate with it, but let me try. I could see. I don't know if you guys could see if you're watching. There is a lot of red pepper flakes in
and
it.
The red
teriyaki
pepper
doesn't have red pepper flakes.
Was in the top.
This is a spicy one that you got.
But see, I tried it in the top. Oh my God, you're gonna.
No.
But you like spicy. I don't. And then my stomach hurt after.
That's spicy teriyaki sauce.
I told you. And I had this.
Why did you eat red peppers?
I was just testing it out.
That's pretty good.
It is good, but I'm not even joking. I was like, oh my gosh, I was coughing.
Yeah, there's a lot of red pepper flakes in there.
I told you, I about died. And then you weren't home. Nobody was home.
I don't know about dying.
Well, if I was like choking on it.
Anyways, I just wanted to see what you got.
I do not do well with spicy. My stomach is so sensitive to spicy and milk.
You gave the kids your stomach.
Yeah, I've always had a bad stomach. And me and Peyton have the same stomach.
Keep going. Keep going up the family chain. Yeah.
My mom's got a bad stomach.
Who else?
We all got bad stomachs.
Yeah. And now the boys are like, I got to go right now. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I think Lawson, I have no idea. I think he just likes going to the bathroom in other restaurants. It's the weirdest thing to me.
Me neither. And I have to stand in there and wait for him.
And he takes his time.
Well, yeah.
And I get
He's like
mad.
singing songs in there, having the best time.
I'm like, Lawson, okay, get out. It's been like 15, 20 minutes.
I know.
And he's just like, hang on. I'm almost done.
And before we don't go out to eat that much.
No, we don't.
You know, like we try to use it as like special occasion type thing, or maybe if, something's getting mundane during a week or two, we'll be like, let's go out.
Yeah.
But they don't appreciate it. No. I hate it. And that makes me mad. And then now it's like, I'm like, before we go, I'm like, you guys go to the bathroom right now before we go. I don't have to go, blah, 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 yelling, whatever. As soon as we get there and like I order, I got to go.
Yep.
And then you have to wait in there and I get pissed.
Every single time.
And then I come out and my food's already there and I'm all mad about it.
Yep.
And
that's how it goes.
Well, that was a waste of $200 because you can't go out to eat without.
But now Lawson's getting, I won't let him go to the boys' bathroom by himself. And somebody, I don't know, was like Lawson taking their dear sweet time, and he really needed to go to the bathroom and he was about to cry. So I went to the ladies, and he's 9. So he's weird about going in the women's. And I'm like, nobody's paying attention to you.
Why are we putting our son on blast?
Oh, no, we're not. I'm sure other people's kids have the same problem.
But anyway, the point I was making is your stomach. Well, I don't want to keep talking about him, but yeah, they got your stomach.
Yeah. I have a friend she doesn't call me. She calls my other friend, but she'll go anywhere. She'll go in Home Goods and just like sit on the toilet and have a conversation.
See, I'm still not there.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Like there's guys like, I won't put anyone on blast, just like throughout my, working career where they're like, oh, what's going on, man? That was fun today. Yeah. And I'm like, washing my hands. I'm like, yeah, buddy, that was good. And they're like, yeah, just go in there.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
No, and just like, they're still talking. All of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I'm still here. Like, no shame at all. I'm like, dude, why do you get to that level in life where you don't care? You know what I mean? I need to. I have goals. I want to put that on my goals. I'm 47 years old, and I still, even if I'm in there and I hear someone come in, I'll wait it out. I'll wait till they leave. I don't understand where you get in life and you're just like, hey, buddy, go Bears. Yeah, go Bears. Like, dude, wait, nobody else is in here. Just wait till I dry my hands. I'll be done in 20 seconds.
I'll vomit I'll wait till I come home. I do not go to public. Only time was on Amazing Race when I was so sick to my stomach and I had to. And I was like, whatever. We're in another country. They don't speak my language. Nobody knows me from the States. And I did my business.
Oh my God. We're talking about poop. Getting back to spicy and how we got started here. My spice tolerance I used to be able to eat way more spicy things. You
do like spicy though. You'll make food and then you're like, oh, it's a little spicy. And I'll try it. And I'm like, whoa, that's way too spicy for me.
See, I like spicy, but like maybe it's just our neighbors, like Rich and Mark, when they make stuff, you can't, like their chili, I can't even eat it. And they're like, what are you talking about, pussy? Just eat it. I'm like, dude, it's so hot that I don't even enjoy it. Like it's really good, but I can't even, it's too hot. Like when something's like when people get buffalo wings, we went out and Justin got buffalo wings and I'm like, what'd you get? He's like, this super habanero spicy. I'm like, why did you do that? And he like ate some and he was like crying and blowing his nose. I'm like, is that enjoyable for you?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't know how people eat like that and you're sweating.
I don't know why people order those things. Yeah, because they think it's like fun. I don't know. I'm not. For me, it doesn't like really mess my stomach up at all, but it's just like, it doesn't, why would you eat something
buffalo
like that?
Is the spiciest I go. Like buffalo sauce.
Oh, that's like nothing.
I know. That's my spiciest I'll go.
Yeah, see,
that's what I can
like
tolerate.
Buffalo sauce.
But that's what I can tolerate.
Ooh, buffalo wings and some beers sound good. And what day? What's the date today?
I don't know what's wrong with us. Today I wanted a Coke so bad today.
Today's the 8th.
And I'm doing no carbs, no sugar and dry January, which no alcohol is fine for me. It's the carbs and like sugar. Sugar is addictive. It really is I think like it's an addictive thing
for you.
And I want a Coke so bad. And I told myself, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. You're doing so good. I got on the scale today and it finally moved 2 pounds down. And so I was like, yes.
So you can even have a fridge Siggy during January? I call Cokes fridge Siggies.
Oh, man, they're so good.
How about a Diet Coke?
I could do a diet. I'm just trying not to. And I had a coffee earlier. So I've been dropping the kids off. Well, it's only 2 days I've done this. And I go straight to the gym. I meet 2 other friends there. And it actually goes by really fast because we're on there talking about the world problems and talking about our kids and just talking about life.
But that's good for you.
And it goes by really quick.
I know you only did it twice, but you should keep going, get in a routine because then you get your gossip out, which and then you get your exercise, which kind of clears your mind. So keep going.
And
keep
then what was I going to say? Oh, and then I don't know. After I'm done, then I'm like, okay, I feel good. And then I'm like, okay, what am I getting done at the house today? What do I need to do off my list? And I have just the past couple days, even the weekend, like after the Christmas stuff, I mean, just going, like getting everything done. So really by spring cleaning time, all I need to work on is outside and not even the inside because everything's going to be pretty organized.
Yeah, well.
And it's so satisfying and it feels so good. It takes forever, but once it's all done, I just love like standing in the room, like looking at how clean and neat it is. It makes me feel so good inside.
Yeah, no, I love accomplishing projects and things like that and goals I set. That's why like today it's the 8th and most people drop their New Year's resolutions after like a week.
Yeah.
You know, so I was at work today. It was it was a day. And I was just like, man, and it was gloomy, like a first snow here.
Think really makes you want to
and I'm like, you know what? I just want a beer. I just want to have a beer because there's football on tonight. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to crack. And then I don't know. And then I didn't.
You know what I like that sounds like awesome is putting on your snow bibs, not going anywhere. You can pretend like you're going somewhere. You can just visualize it. Okay. And putting on your snow bibs and just sitting in the snow with a cold beer and pretend like you're somewhere and just sitting with your friends. I think it's so fun.
See, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. And then you all just get goofy. I love that.
We could do that in February. We got plenty more snow coming.
But I can't. I was thinking today, I was like, I did that whole year and I didn't even crack at all. I did really good.
Well, my problem is the more I can't have something, the more I want it.
Want it.
That's like my kryptonite, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I need a discipline break. Because if you keep giving yourself everything that you want all the time, I don't know. It is true. Like that whole everything in moderation thing, you know, then you start getting in a routine and I don't know. It just for me, I need that break. I need that break just with food, with drinking, just the mental break of it all.
It's good to have a goal and complete
accomplish it.
And then when that goal's done, then start a new goal that you have. Like it could be something so small, like chocolate this whole week. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, I do that. I do dry January and then I'm back and then I do Lent, you know, Lent's around the corner and then I do that for 40 days.
Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah. So but I just like challenging myself, you know, because most people, like I said, the majority of people stop their New Year's goals after a week or two.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't do it. And then that kind of sets you up for failure for the rest of the year. So why keep anything that you do, you know?
Mm-hmm. I like doing something that's hard and just challenging myself. For me, working out is hard.
Yeah, well,
because you've always been somebody that works out. Like you're just a workout person.
Yeah, but like
I am not.
The last couple of days, I drag myself down here. Like after this, I'm going to go work out and I hate it.
Right.
Like I don't like it. I hate it. But then afterwards, I'm like by myself. I'm like, way to go. I get pumped up. And then,
I hate
I'm very happy with myself.
I hate when he starts his workout late because then we have to watch our shows late because I wait on him. And like Homeland, we watched it late and then you fall asleep.
Sorry, there's not enough hours in the day.
I'm not complaining.
I know, but I can't. I was thinking about that the other day because I was trying to like hurry up and because I know it was getting late to come watch something. But like these people that are like super successful, or you see like movie stars that are super successful. I'm not comparing myself at all, but I was just thinking that there are so many hours in a day and there's so much of yourself that you could give to one thing, whether that be your family or your job or whatever it is, or your hobby on the side. There's only so much of you that you could give. And if you don't give 100% to something, you shouldn't ask why you're not great at it. You know? So if you're kind of half-assing what you're doing with your family and half-assing your job, everything in your life is a little bit of a half-ass, but that's life. You got to learn to balance those things and give what's more important to you to those other things. But those guys who go on set and they do movies for a year and they're away from their kids for like a year and they're in Romania, that's giving up yourself. Yeah. That's giving up part of yourself to your family that you should be there for. But then on the other hand, you're making money to support your family. So it's if there's like 100 blocks in you, it's where you put those blocks. You know what I mean?
I think though, those actors, that's their dream. And I'm sure.
Yeah. I use actors as an example. There's like, I'm sure Fortune 500 guys who run companies and they work 18 hours a day.
Oh, I bet.
You know what I mean? Whatever it is, but that's why they're successful. And then when you're sitting at home and you're like, man, how come I'm not successful? How come I can't do this? Because there's people out there that are animals and they're working 3 times as hard as you. And you think you're working hard and they're triple outworking you every day with no days off. And most people take Monday through Friday and do this. But then where's the quality of life? Does that make you happy? It's everything's a balance.
I think the people, like you're saying, the animals that are triple working overtime and working hard, once they get where they want to be, then they're like, okay, now I can chill. And because then they've made it.
Right. But then, and then all the other people are like, well, why don't you give your money and feed everybody else? And they're like, I got here because I outworked everybody else. I'll do what I want with my money.
I always see people bashing Jeff Bezos and saying that his ex-wife gave away this amount of money. Why doesn't he give any money? I'm like, he built the company. Didn't nobody really believe in him? And he wasn't he on one of those like late night shows, and he has kind of like a baggy suit and he looks super nerd.
He started that in his garage. You ever see the picture where it says Amazon on there?
I think that's
Me too.
Awesome.
I think you earned it and you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't understand this whole like giving, let's just tap into all the billionaires and take all their money. They started I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them just started from scratch and built that. Don't tell me what to do when I made those decisions to get where I wanted and put in those hours in life. That's your money.
I don't think they have to like donate to charities and stuff. My only thing would be if you're still part of that company and you are a billionaire, like be good to your employees. Like I hope
that I totally agree.
I hope, I don't know, but like Amazon drivers, I hope they give them bonuses or do something nice for them because they do it's like $1 billion company.
Yeah. And that's what I don't like, the greediness of it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't mind what you do with your money, but to these guys, when they have so much money and it's to be the richest guy in America or on that list, it's like they have to pay their stockholders out quarter after quarter. They have to keep raising it, right? So their stock stays up. Why, if I were in that position, again, I'm not, so I'm just hypothetically speaking, why not make this the best company in the world to work for, right? Be like, my drivers are getting $50 an hour. And I don't care if I take a hit in the stock market or my company doesn't make money year after year. We're making enough money. I'm a 500 billionaire. So I want everyone to be like, Amazon's the place to work. And like, I want everyone in the country to think that. It might not be great for the stockholders or the end money, but I guess that it all trickles down. I guess that's where it starts. I don't know if you could have a company like that, but it'd be amazing if you did.
But I feel like if you're great to your employees and maybe if you had bonuses or I had special things for certain departments in your company, I feel like people would want to work harder, people would stay. Like you wouldn't want a bunch of turnover. People would stay. My sister worked for this doctor. I mean, it's no Jeff Bezos, but my sister's in the orthodontic world, and he was the best. I loved him. He was so funny, and he always made me laugh. And he was so good to the girls at the office that Christmas time, everybody got money. And he would take them all to the mall and tell everybody to go shopping. And he gave them money to go shopping. Great. And then after that, he would say, meet me at Cheesecake Factory. We have a reservation. And then they would all eat. He paid for that. Then once a year, he would take the whole office, they would shut it down, and he would take them anywhere, like in the US. He would take them on trips. So like my sister went to Florida one year.
See, that's amazing.
He was awesome. And he was a millionaire. He made so much money, but he was so good to the girls that some of the girls that worked with my sister, when my sister got braces, they put on my sister's braces, had been there forever. And nobody left because he was so good to them. He paid all of them really well. Everybody got bonuses. He was just such a good man, and he retired. And then half the girls left. But You don't really see that as much because I do think, I mean, we don't own a company, but I do think people, it's more greedy. But I feel like if you are good to your employees like that, I would be like, if I owned a company, I would do that to my employees.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. I love that. And I would love to be in that position someday to do that. I think when you get into the stock market and things like that, I'm sure anyone with business sense could tell me why I'm wrong about that, like with Amazon, because I'm sure there's so much more that goes into it. But if you have a small practice that you could control yourself, I think that's great. I think camaraderie in a work environment is so important. It's so important. And I don't see, at least in what I do, I don't see that anymore.
No, it's going away and people are stressed.
You can't have like an office environment because, go through the list. I don't want to just keep beating that horse, but so you can't even say that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like everyone's offended by something and then this and that. I don't know. I love working together with people I like and that being treated well. And I got your back. And if you fall, I'm there to pick you up, not kick you down and talk shit in the back. And let's get rid of the camera guy to save some money. Yeah. Like it's just, everything's getting whittled down to nothing.
So my brother today went to the hair salon that I used to work at back in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I've always said the owner of, it's Planet 21 is the hair salon. The two office managers are
Hold on real fast before you start. Let's just take a quick break real fast and then keep what you're thinking.
My brother today, he called me and he went to Planet 21 hair salon. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I worked there forever. And Eric McFall and Leanne Middleton were the salon owners. And
wow, just throwing their names out there.
Oh, yeah. This is shout out to him. They were the best owners, like hair salon I've ever worked at. It was a very high end, very fast paced salon. And Sharon and Melissa were the office managers. They're not there anymore. And they were like my mom and everybody's mom. They weren't just like my mom. They were like everyone's mom. And it was such a good environment. The office parties were Christmas parties were so fun. Everybody was so good to everyone. Peyton went today. I haven't worked at Planet in I don't know how many years. And they gave him a family discount still for his hair.
Really?
Yes. And Peyton, I go, they gave you a family discount? And he goes, yeah, I don't even know the girls anymore up front. And he was like, but they gave me a family discount still. And I was like, that's so nice.
You know what's funny? I remember calling you all the time. This was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Is on Audrey Kell Road.
Yes.
Thank
you for calling Planet 21
Could you believe
salon.
that's still in my head? Yeah. I can't believe I remember that.
And if you live in Charlotte or close to there, all the girls are great there. And it was the best experience. I started there when I was 19 years old and it was the best job I had. And all the girls, it was all different ages. And a lot of the girls that started when I was there are like now like part-time stylists because they have families now, or it's just the work environment and how good it is. My dad, he won't retire. I keep telling him like, retire, enjoy your life. And he just loves his boss. He loves it's like a family and they're taken care of. And he's like, no.
My brother's company too. So I shouldn't say that it's not like that anymore. It's just in
your industry, it's not.
It's not because it's about the dollar.
That at DBL.
Yeah, it was very family oriented at DBL.
But because of your bosses were family oriented, now it's like
it's very, very much more corporate.
Yes,
so you lose that small sense. We were a family at DBL. I do miss that.
Now Jeff's out in the jungle and you have to watch. You don't want to get eaten by the tigers and the bears. Well, there's no bears in the jungle, but
everybody's out to eat you over there. Not where I'm at. I'm just saying in the industry. My brother works at a great place and he's very close with his bosses. And they actually, I think I've said this before too on the podcast. If you take lunch, you get 45 minutes for lunch. If you work out, they'll give you 2 hours for lunch and pay for your gym membership.
Why wouldn't you do that?
It's just motivation because if you work out, it's like proven. People don't want to buy into this at all. That's fine. But big corporations, or not big corporate, smaller, larger corporations are they know if you get some of that stress out and you work out and you feel good about yourself, you get something accomplished, your work is going to be better. Right. It's just proven.
But
it's
your
just
brother,
proven. If you're stressed out all day and you're going to the snack room and you're getting a bag of chips and a fridge ciggy and that's all you're eating for lunch and everyone's stressing you out and there's no family environment, you're going to be pissed off. I'm done with this. I'm going to sue this place. That's kind of what America is, unless you get in these small little groups that run a great little company and they treat their employees really well that are hard to get into. It's my
Jeff's
brother's
brother's like his dad. Your brother's extremely smart.
Yeah.
And he's very lucky because hasn't he been with that company since he was like in his late 20s?
Out of college.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like family. Their family is like family.
Yeah.
But he takes plenty of vacations, but he works hard. He does his work. And then, have some playtime,
I know. It makes me sad that you have, makes me sad that like DBL, you had that, but then now DBL's over and then now it's just you trying to find your family.
Yeah, it's very much corporate. I've been thinking a lot about what we've been talking about. Like I love this business that I'm in. Ooh, this is weird. It's like...
Are you going to cry?
No,
you
not
look
at
emotional.
all. No. I'm trying to find the words. Like when you love like an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend or something. And weird. It's not like you're like, they're no good for me anymore. I got to stay away. I'm starting to feel like that about the business. It's almost like I love you, but I know I gotta step away. I got to get out of here.
Well, I told you today, I got your back if you want to stop.
I've been thinking more like, I got to go into business for myself. And I've been saying Jardinera forever. Now is the best time to start it up and just maybe roll the dice that way, and get our merchandise going, get a little more business savvy. And instead of relying on other people to get where I want to be, all those things that we just talked about, maybe that's what I'm meant to do. Maybe I'm meant to be that guy to provide for other people and make that environment. Instead of complaining about it, why not do something about it?
You'd be a good producer. You'd be a really good producer.
Again, someone have
like if you weren't on camera and you went behind the camera.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
You would be very good at that.
But it's so, I don't know, because I don't know any other way.
It's just somebody telling you what you're worth. And you're like, I know I'm worth more.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, you're 47 and you're probably getting tired of it. And it's like, I feel like you're trying to stay in it because you love it, but you're like, I don't know if I'm being turned another direction because I need to get out of it and I need to start something else where I can find happiness.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like my job is the ex-girlfriend and like social media and the people there are like their shitty girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like get away from him. He's an asshole.
I think
and
it's like really
all of that put together. I'm like, I just can't take it anymore. I can't you got to go your own direction and I got to go mine. And it might not even be the business. It might just be me. You know what I mean? It might be
No, I think you're trying to find your place, but I think you're at a situation where you're just like, you don't really know. I think you're very confused. Like, you're like, I love this. I want to stay, but then I want to start something on my own. But then should I do that? Or is there something else around the corner that might happen and it might be my dream job? Yeah. I think you're all over the place and you're just kind of like waiting because the industry you are in, it's so hard right now. So
and it's hard
for
everywhere.
anyone.
Like LA, there's still obviously business going on, but it's like just everything's crumbling. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like the never ending story. When everything crumbles at the end, it's just a Treyu riding. And Falcor.
Well, I support whatever you want to do. So I keep telling you, whatever's going to make you happy. I just
been thinking about that lately because, I had such a great crew at CBS, the way I came up. Those guys were the best, my little interactive
Didn't you say
crew.
They all are reunited? Because they all got let go at CBS. None of them
my
are
old
there.
boss, Mike, is bringing them all back together.
I love that.
He's that guy to like start something like that and just make that his own in a great little work environment, Because Jeff, it's slim picking over here in the entertainment industry with what you want. Because I told Jeff, I go, if you want to move, I'm down. But
That's the only thing. If you stayed in it, we would have to move because there's nothing here.
I know, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking out loud. Sorry,
you got to go
boring
with your
everybody
gut.
here.
You got to. What is your gut telling you? What is that feeling deep down inside?
My gut is telling me stop working for other people that don't appreciate you and start working for yourself. And this way,
then do it.
Then this way, I don't have any resentment towards anybody. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not good enough in their eyes, and whatever it is, it's like, why not put my time and invest in myself instead of putting all my time and effort into something that I don't know if I'm getting anything out of it. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think you are.
So I don't know. It's a big roll of the dice for a middle-aged man to be going out on his own and saying, you know what, I'm just going to roll the dice here and see what happens.
Well, you can always find something else. If it doesn't work out, you have a lot of friends that have offered you.
And I'd like
jobs.
to create things myself. It doesn't mean I need to get it out of business completely. You know, I have other friends and contacts. I'd like to create things. I mean, I love doing this podcast. You know, it's kind of like part of the business, you know, which I like it. So that's why we continue to do that. But we have other avenues, but I don't know. I just feel like
lost.
Kinda. I mean, I know where I want to go, but
I think you'd be good at producing shows. But again, what shows are being out right now? Nothing.
Yeah, what would I produce? You'd have to create your own.
Yeah, but then you got to get it sold. And then people aren't even picking up shows. So then you put together this whole pitch and then they're like, no, we have something similar, whatever BS excuse they say.
I know, dude.
You need to just work up in corporate. So then you could just sit up there and be like,
and I could write an email and be like, maybe you should change your shirt. Thanks for the tip, Jeff, from above.
Change this audition to turning to the other side.
That's what maybe I'm tired of dancing. You know what I mean? I've been a monkey my whole life and I'm just tired of show the back of your hands, now the front, now the side profile.
I saw one of
Could
our
you do it
friends
again like
who's
this?
an actor was making fun of
dude,
that.
I can't anymore. I can't. Like there's no more clarity in this business. Like the auditions I get 0 to 100 every ethnicity. And I was just talking about this when I was going to a shoot with my buddy today and we were going somewhere. And I was like, you know what? I remember, I don't know how we got on this, but I remember my very first job when I moved to LA, the first job I booked. It was a Panasonic ad. And you've seen it, right? Where I'm reaching up from the mountain. And I went on that audition. I was going to the beach. And I'm like, hold on, I got to swing by this audition real fast. And there was a line. You've been to auditions with me. And so it was a very quick audition. We had to say a couple things and take your picture and get out of there. So I was going to the beach. I did my thing and I jumped back in the car and I left. And I just got an agent. I just moved to LA and they called me and they're like, you booked that commercial or that ad. And I was like, what? And there was all these people out there and it was a 2-day shoot. It was a 2-day audition. It was a long process. And I was like, how the hell did I get that job? Like,
it's just the lottery?
The lottery? I went to the commercial and they had storyboards. So storyboards are like how the thing's going to be shot. They had a little cartoon guy and it looked exactly like me. The cartoon looked identical to me. So I'm like, oh my God, this was my first job. And I go, that's how I booked that job. That cartoon looked exactly like me, but it was open to everybody. So everyone who has blonde hair, Asian, Black, Latino, everyone else out. But they knew that from the beginning. So why do they bring everybody? And this was 30 years ago or whatever it was, 25 years ago. Now you're not allowed to say, hey, we're looking for a white couple. We're looking for a Black couple. We're looking for an Asian couple. You can't say that anymore. So now it's 0 to 100, all ethnicities. And you're making me show my hands inside and out and do left and right profile
because
and this and that when you know you're not going to hire me. But if you know you're going to hire me, why can't we've gotten to a place where you can't even be upfront about things anymore. You're making 100 people audition for this when you already know who you're going to pick for this. I don't care who you're going to pick, but be honest with the actors and people with their time that are putting in their auditions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
But I think some people that are in those positions like to get off and make people dance a little bit. I think I'm getting a little spiteful towards the business. I have been
at those auditions and they are the cringiest things ever. That's what needs to be a show. showing people at auditions. It's the cringiest thing ever.
That used to be my favorite story. Well, not during. I would be so cringe that I would I'd start jogging. Like I'd run to get that energy out of me because I'd be so like icked out and like, oh my God, I can't believe I just danced in the middle of the day for no reason for a Pepsi commercial. Like, what am I doing? And I was like, so, oh my God. Even now, I don't want to even think about it. Just like the things I did. It's so horrific. Not horrific, not anything like that, like casting couch wise, but like, you know what I mean? Just embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
I remember I read, oh God, I don't even want to go down this road. Just some of those auditions I did. I read for a soap opera.
My heart is
right when I moved to LA.
Beat faster because I've experienced the awkwardness with you.
Oh, dude. Some of them are bad. I read for that. I thought about that soap opera. I went into an actual casting director one-on-one. I've never acted in my life. And I had a script and I was like, the worst. And he's like, keep going. I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. I just had to keep going. And another guy I remember in Chicago, he wanted me to play Batman. And he's like, do it with a lower voice. I'm like, hey, get over here. And I didn't read the whole script. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
You know who was just calling me? Lindsay. I wish I put her on speaker because she knows just all about those. Stories.
All right, I don't want to. It's funny to reminisce, but
people showing their old headshots and how the old headshots used to be, where you're like looking off to the side.
Oh my God! I think now I'm just at a place where I'm older, and you got to create your own shit. You can't complain about it like I've been doing this whole podcast. You think you got to just go and create your own things. You can't wait for other people.
It's just other people telling you your worth and you're just like, oh my God, all you're doing is sitting in your office. Can you please help me out here?
Yeah.
Can you please just give me some insurance?
Oh man, it's going to be hard not to drink after this one. But I'll power through.
All right. Thank you for listening. And before we go, our Togethermess hotline, we want you guys to call and tell us anything messy that happened your week, your weekend, whatever it could be.
Yeah,
the juicier, the better.
Yeah, we appreciate all the love and you guys listening and all that. Really, we really appreciate that. We want to hear some messy stories because we always tell ours. We want to hear some messy stories from you guys and maybe we could chime in and help you out or maybe just laugh with you, not at you. But that's kind of what we're going for this new year to kind of change things up. Again, we appreciate all the love, but let's get a little messy this new year.
The messier, the better. So here's the number if anybody doesn't know, 720-722-1082. And leave a voicemail and we'll do an episode with some of y'all's messiness.
And if you break your dry January, call that number and tell us why you did it. But get real drunk before you call.
All right. Have a good night. Bye.